Any truth, Evan, that that you are extra motivated because you want to watch Rihanna perform in a few weeks?
Oh no, that's a fantastic question. Obviously I'm extra motivated just because I'd love to get back to the Super Bowl. Just the experience of that whole week and how much fun it is and how much fun they make it. Really looking forward to that and doing that again.
Yeah.
I, I'm not really going to touch too much on the halftime show this year.
No, don't. Yeah, I don't want you to. Don't. Let's not get
But
in trouble. Joke. It was a joke.
but I will say Rihanna, big fan of Rihanna. Her work she did with Eminem, um, she put out some good stuff for sure.
She absolutely did. Evan, it's interesting. A lot of teams and look what happened with the Rams this year. They didn't have the season that they expected, but you guys, that has not happened to you. It almost seems like you have taken some positives, some things that you've learned from the run that you made last year. And again, obviously you've got to go through the Chiefs, who a lot of people think are the best team in the league, but you are again right there. Did you guys did you learn something from last year? And if so, what was that allowed you to get back here?
Yeah, I mean, I think last year we knew we had a good team, but obviously at the time, I guess we might have been in some uncharted waters. Just with the experience that we got last year, I think it's helped propelled us and given us this certain amount of confidence, kind of rolling into this year that we've been there and we've done it. Let's just do kind of what we did last year, but step it up a notch.
It seems like the country that football fans are finally coming around to the realization that your quarterback is, I
Yeah.
mean, truly one of the best players in the world. And, for my money, he's every bit as good as you guys like Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen. I mean, I think he is just an incredible player. What's it like actually being teammates with Joe Burrow, everything he does on the field as far as being the leader of the team? What's it like playing alongside a guy who is just flat out great?
Yeah. I mean, it's, super encouraging just seeing, what he's been able to do for our team. And it rubs off on a lot of people and everybody respects him, listens to him, follows him, and is going to do whatever it takes, to win a game for him. Because, he's going to do the exact same thing. And he's just, he's a super good down to earth guy and just fun to be around in the locker room.
He seems to have a bit of a swagger to him, a confidence to him. Is that something that
Yeah.
rubs off on the rest of the team? I think it was a few weeks ago, a
Yeah.
reporter asked him about the window for you guys to win, and he said, "Hey, I feel like if I'm the quarterback, that's the window. It's always there."
Yeah. It definitely I think his confidence kind of just seeps into everybody. I think just with everybody watching how Joe performs and handles himself in situations, like I said, I mean, I think it just gives everybody that certain amount of confidence that we need to go out there and perform, just knowing that who we have at quarterback and who's leading our team.
Now, last week you obviously go into Buffalo. Just tremendous performance. The game is really never even close. I mean, let's be honest here.
Yeah.
How do you avoid a letdown? That was obviously an emotional game after everything what happened with Demar. Big game on the road. How do you not have a letdown here, Evan?
I mean, I think you just keep going with what we've been doing. We've been playing some pretty good football here for what 9, 10 weeks. I think is the streak we're on, and just knowing that this is just another game. Don't put any added pressure onto this
Mm.
game. That it, it it doesn't really need to have any different level of um, I don't know, excitement or
Yeah.
pressure than a regular season game. Obviously, like if you lose, you go home, but like everybody in the locker room, I feel like is not really thinking that.
Yeah.
I think everybody in the locker room is thinking there's no way we can lose. Is kind of how I feel about it. I honestly feel like walking into a game, I have never really felt like we should lose or like we're the underdog.
Right.
And I've never really been worried about how our team's going to go out there and perform.
You obviously again you were on the road last week and you're on the road again this week, going to Arrowhead. Now I've heard I think I heard Travis Kelsey and his brother Jason Kelsey talking about the moniker Burrowhead.
Yeah.
Is that what Arrowhead is being referred to within the Bengals locker room?
I mean, I think that was just something that Mike Hilton said, and that's probably just I don't know. Obviously, it seems like Joe and the Bengals, as of late, just have the Chiefs' number. But we, as a team, we're really taught to take it one game at a time and
Yeah,
just separate all those because the past three games that we've played against the Chiefs, they don't matter to this point.
right.
It doesn't matter what the records are, um, how many games Joe's won against this team, or this and that. Like, it's just kind of like a new game,
Yeah.
fresh start. Let's just go out there and do what we've been doing. Um, but I haven't heard Burrowhead in the locker room. I've just seen it on the video, so I think it was just kind of like one of those the media things.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. You talked about staying even keeled. Is that hard to do though, knowing when you run out on that field, even though it is just a game, but it's a big game, and you know that, and you
Yeah,
know what's on the line. We've seen some other kickers, and I don't want to bring up bad juju here, but we've seen other kickers struggle. You've been so great in these moments. How are you able to do that? How are you able to, in these pressure pack situations, make kick after kick?
yeah. I mean, I think it just kind of comes down to honestly like the work you put on like during the week, and even it goes back to like the summer, the spring, just kind of all the reps that you've done leading up to that point are helping guide you to just kind of coming through in those moments and just knowing that in the playoffs every single point is going to matter. And if we want to get to where we want to get to, I got to do my job, and everybody on the team's got to do their job. So it's just kind of like a feeling where I want to go out and do everything I can possible to help my team get to where we want to be at. And like I said, I think it just kind of comes down to just repetition, what you do in practice, and just gaining all the confidence in the world. Going into Sunday, just kind of reacting more than thinking about what you're going to do.
You have had an incredible start to your career. I mean, can you believe this after last
Yeah.
season, and now here you are again, right? You're only 23, right? Still,
Yep. Yep.
but
23.
not bad, huh?
No, it's not a bad start to a career, I'd say. I probably honestly going into it last year, um, I couldn't imagine where we're at today. At the start of this year, I mean, I knew obviously we had pretty much the same team as we did last year, and knew that we had a really good chance of getting back to the Super Bowl. But I mean, I don't know the specific odds of making it to the Super Bowl, but I know there's a lot of teams sitting at home right now that wish they were where we are, and I know it takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to get here, and it's just been a crazy ride these past couple of years. Yeah, you can't really like I don't know how you explain it. You don't expect it, but at the same time, uh, obviously everyone wants to be here, so everybody kind of does expect it.